The fear is debilitating. My hands clasped and head hung low as cold and austere linoleum tiles stare back at me with agonizing indifference. The only sounds come from irregular mouth breathing and staccato sighs emanating from the 4 constituent family members. Waiting. Every 2 months waiting. Year after year waiting. I know there is little chance of good news, yet I desperately cling to the glimmer of hope that has brought us this far. 28 years of hope that, alas, is running out. The CT scan was this morning. Waiting. The human condition offers few scenarios that rival the anxiety one feels in this moment. And then the door opens. I don't know if I was born to fight cancer, but it sure feels that way. I've been doing it for as long as I can remember. My brother Ashley, who was also named from the movie, was first diagnosed with a malignant brain tumor in 1982. He was 2 years old. I was 8. After multiple surgeries and extensive radiation and chemotherapy regimens, Ashley was left with mental and physical disabilities, including blindness. I was left with the responsibilities of both big brother and caregiver. It was in these same years that I first discovered that I had a talent for playing the guitar. With my parents' encouragement, I cultivated this talent and went on to study music at one of the top music schools in the world. A few years after graduation, I was touring throughout the United States and performing my brand of instrumental guitar music on stage with many of my guitar heroes. I was living my dream, but life is what happens when you're not dreaming. In 2004, my brother developed a secondary cancer. I decided to place my dreams of stardom on hold and stay close to home to care for him on a daily basis. As part of this commitment, I became increasingly educated about his disease, as well as issues pertaining to advocacy and clinical trials. Simultaneously, I began looking for ways to make a difference, or at least to contribute to the war on cancer. It started with performances for the patients in the hospital, and later, the gifting of an endowment for out-of-town patients. Next, I formed a pediatric cancer charity with former heavyweight champion George Foreman. Despite all of my goodwill, diligent research, and attentive caregiving, my brother's cancer continued to progress. All too soon, the moment came when the door opened. The oncologist walked in with the CT results and told us that there was nothing to do but wait. It was the last time that we ever saw that doctor. My beloved brother Ashley passed away from complications due to lung metastasis in May of 2010. The documentary that I made about my family's 28-year fight with cancer debuted in the Dallas International Film Festival. It received good reviews, and I was offered a position counseling other caregivers about clinical trials. An invitation to speak at the Texas Association of Neurological Surgeons Convention was the impetus for the journey that I am currently on. I knew in that moment that there was only one path forward. 3 years ago, at 38 years old, I went back to school and started taking basic science classes while supporting my wife and young child. This fall, I will begin my first semester of medical school. I don't miss the fear of waiting for CT results. What I do miss is waking up every morning knowing that there is someone depending on me to do the very best job humanly possible. This is the lesson my brother Ashley taught me, and I hope to make my experience and his struggle count for something more than a statistic. And the next time the door opens, I want to be the one walking in.